No, we are.
All right, very good. So I watched last week, good for you, Kate, saying, hey, Fred would want us to start on time. I like that. Also like that you guys were working some after I left. That was really very cool. I want to just kind of do a quick recap. For the last, I guess this is now, we've done, I think we did 4 sessions last period, and we got 1 in on Monday, the beginning of, seriously, Lori? You're going to eat in front of us?
I'm sorry. I'll kick off the video.
No. I'm teasing you.
I had, it's like, I had to get here.
Don't worry about
like,
that.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No, I'm just teasing you.
Okay.
I'm having the rest of my shake. I was talking too much running down the hill from the gym to actually be able to finish my shake. So I'm going to do that too. What we've been doing, folks, over this period of time is I've been trying to fill you with as much of the basics that we, those 5 or 6 things that we do that make, 80% of the difference in the development of our business. And I want to start to transition now because we're partway through our second, if you will, 30-day game plan. Second 30 days of 90 days. And we want to start making sure that we're doing, the correct activities, and equally important is the correct activities are the requirement. Okay, the numbers, the volume, the new customers, new distributors, that will follow. Okay, for some it follows very quickly. I mean, you guys know a little bit about my story. I was in zThe, hitting it pretty good for like 6 months before I got my real first serious distributor. Okay, Pat Anderson. And actually, let's see here, Tamara. Tamara, thank you. And always correct me until I get it right, okay? Just remember,
Tamara with the camera.
Tamara with the camera. Okay, yeah, that actually works for me.
I love the company.
Yeah, you always keep correcting me. Remember, I'm a special child and a slow learner.
All right.
So, Tamara, who is your upline?
Kevin Steele.
Kevin Steele. Okay, I couldn't put the 2 and 2 together. So it looks like everybody that's on right now, except for Barbie, would actually be under Pat. Now that I think about it, Pat and/or Amy. And of course, if you're under Amy, then you're under Pat. And
Lori's
so
under me.
I'm sorry.
Lori.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. And
I claimed her. You can't have her.
So seriously, it was 6 months of recruiting customers, recruiting distributors, trying to build in depth. Got a lot of volume there because I'm just really good about getting my new guy in and helping him get a couple people, and then helping those people get a couple of people. And what it did is it built volume, but there wasn't any real serious player in there until I got Pat. Pat was the first one that got real serious about doing the deal. So if you're doing the correct activities, then the numbers will follow that. Okay, but now's the time to be focusing on getting the numbers. And so last week we covered a couple of things. We talked about the the introduction protocol, and then what the upline does in terms of the interview of the prospect, the third party validation. Establish rapport, ask questions, share your story, lead to further action. So let me stop there because those are core activities. Being able to introduce your prospect to your upline, and then when you're the person that's doing the validation, to be able to do those 4 things, establish rapport, ask questions, share your story. And for some of you, it'll be share your story and the stories of others. If you don't have the strong income story, then you have to share the stories of others. If you don't have the strong product story, okay, the stories of others. I mean, let's face it, Barbie didn't lose 106 pounds on isogenics products, right? Neither did I. All right, Kate and Brian, they're fit, and they're not going to have the dramatic weight loss story. All right, so if you don't have the compelling, everybody's got a product story, including I just feel so much better, you know, confident I'm getting the nutrition I need, which I knew I wasn't, no matter how good I ate. But if you don't have the compelling product story, you got to share your story and the stories of others, and then lead to further action. So let's stop there, because those are core activities that you want to become more and more comfortable and confident in. How's everybody doing with that? Are we pretty comfortable with that? Any questions about that?
I just got to put it into, got to do a three-way and was the upline, and hadn't done one in a while. So it was really fun. And Daniela did a good job of, edifying me and, her person, her prospect. And the rapport building was pretty easy. And till we were finished, I mean, the lady was like, okay, I want to order everything you did, Barbie. So we did. We ordered a weight system and a super mix. So, and I believe, I just feel she may be a business partner for Daniela. But so anyway, I was very conscious as we were going through the things that all those steps happened, and, the steps that lead to the next action and so on and so forth. So it was good to have that right after being refreshed.
No,
how to do it.
And that's good. And I appreciate that feedback, because, if you've in the beginning, it's like, you got your notes in front of you. If you're on video camera, you make sure they don't see the notes,
Yeah.
right? You kind of go, right? Pretend like you're not looking, but you're following your outline. And you follow the outline enough, all of a sudden you start to realize, well, I didn't need the outline this time, but you had in your mind's eye, number one, establish rapport. Number two, ask questions. And eventually, it's what David, those 4 stages of awareness, right? Unconscious incompetence. You don't know that you don't know. Conscious incompetence. You know you don't know. Then conscious competence. You got to think about it, but you got it down. And then eventually you get to a point of unconscious competence, where you just do the deal, and it's as simple as getting up out of the chair. You know how to do that. You don't think about it, right? For some of you it might be preparing the dinner. You don't even think about it. You're doing a dozen other things. You know what you're cooking, you do it. Or whatever. Doing an exercise in the gym. You already know what you're doing. You don't even think about it. You're bebopping to the music, right? That when you get to that point in time, that's when you got the deal down. But you got to be careful, because when you are unconsciously competent, oftentimes it becomes very difficult to teach others. And that's one of the things that I try to do when I'm working with a new person. I try to be present in the moment, as opposed to me just going off doing what I do, to be real structured, so my new distributor is hearing exactly the things that I want. I'm trying to make sure I stay in that pattern. But we all know that when you get that to that level of unconscious competence, you're actually doing everything contemporaneously with the individual you're talking to. You can skip steps, you can move them around, or what have you. But you got to be careful when you get to that level, because you're not being a good modeler of the 4 steps. Make sense? All right, very good. Everybody's good for that. One of the questions that we talked about the last time was, did you set goals for the first 30 days? Okay, and I wrote this down. And did you achieve your goals? And then the third question was, why? Did you set goals? Answer yes or no. This is for our, let's say, last period 152. Second question, did you achieve your goals? Third question is why. Now, the interesting thing about that third question, most people think it applies to negative answers. No, I did not set goals, or no, I did not achieve my goals. So you want to go back, evaluate, fix, right? Evaluate and fix. So why didn't you set goals, or why didn't you achieve your goals? But the same thing is valid in a positive sense. Okay, why did you set goals? Because you want to succeed. Did you achieve your goals? Yes. Why? Identify the activities that were the most important to achieving the numbers you were looking for. And so then certainly, and again, no altar call here. You either did or you didn't, folks. Okay, last period, my focus was more in terms of providing as much of the structure, the activities, you know, focusing on those 5 or 6 things that are going to make 80% of the difference in your business. And honestly, got to tell you, it makes 80% of your difference in your business, you're going to do extremely well. When the time comes that you're at that level, then you're going to be striving to get that last 20%. And the last 20% has more to do with development of an organization as opposed to building your business. You know, one customer at a time, one distributor at a time, working in depth. So here's where we do need to really get focused, because we're already 1 week past the beginning of our next, you know, our second 30 days of the 90-day game plan. We're already a week into it. That's a quarter of the way. Have you set goals for this period? Okay, are you accomplishing your goals? Are you achieving your goals? And this is what I'd like to spend the lion's share of our time over the next 3 weeks is on you providing me with, you know, the direction that I can offer support. All right. I'm never going to say I'm the end all in this business. Okay. There's lots and lots and lots of really good trainers, very successful people. I just happen to be one of the people that's done extremely well, you know, extraordinarily well. I'm not bragging, but I think if you compare my paycheck to virtually, you know, everybody in zThe except maybe, you know, 10 people, and then add to that, it's part-time for me, then I think that, you know, I qualify. And while, you know, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king, I get to be king. Because I got a little bit of success, right? So I want to be able to provide that for you. So let's start right there. Okay, we got a little bit of time. What is it that you are struggling with now that I might be able to assist you with? And let's focus on those 3 issues that I just brought up. Did you set goals? And are you achieving your goals? And then the question, why? Not everybody can answer why. Okay, you may not be aware of the challenges that you're creating for yourself on why you're not getting the numbers you're looking for. So let's start with that. Has everybody set goals? You can smile and not say anything. You can say, that was funny, Robin. You can, you know, do full disclosure. You can lie, but that ain't gonna help nobody. How are we doing with the setting of the goals, folks? Anybody can volunteer.
Well, I don't mind exposing myself. For the first, my basic goals were in line with the bonuses. You know,
Okay.
get your
And
team.
that's very good, by the way.
You
That's
know,
a good structure.
that's so over between now and July. Those are my I would say foundational goals. The first 30 days, I did get one of the 2 new, and I didn't beat myself up because I resurrected 3 previous people. So, you know, so I added that one more new person to this 30 days at least, you know, and helping 2 of those get there too. And I wrote in my list at least 1 or 2 people as they come to my mind that I want to re-engage and encourage to give it to themselves one last try. So that's me.
Okay. And I want to point out something here. The Isogenics plan is based upon personal recruitment, personal enrollment tree, and new business.
Mhm.
Okay, which is what we should be doing.
Mhm.
All right, it's the kind of thing where you're going to have more in place before you can sit back and kind of enjoy life, if you will, right? Being able to create new volume from existing members that don't really help you in your Crystal Award bonus, bonuses. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, because ultimately that's going to it's creating income for you today, and it's going to create more income for you, come, middle of July, whenever we make the final transition, because ideally we want to be in a position where everybody's volume is predominantly as close as possible, 2/3 in one leg, 1/3 in the other. For a lot of people, and I would, I'm not going to try and guess right now on everybody, but most of you are in a situation where you've got one leg that is just going crazy. You've amassed mega points of bank volume. What you want to be doing is getting your lesser leg ramped up to the point in time where it can be 1/3 of the half of the volume of the other side, 300 points versus 600 points. And, and that may take a year to get that far, depending upon where you are right now. Robin, you and Bob have a runaway leg. Okay. Imagine where your income will be when the time comes that your lesser leg is 50% on a weekly basis of your greater leg. That'd be good stuff, won't it? Yeah. And that's an excellent goal. But the only thing you got to be careful of, if your focus is rank advancements, that you still need people on the other side. Now,
may I ask a question about that?
Yeah.
My right leg was my runaway leg, and that's where all of my, magnanimous banked volume is. Right now, my left leg, they're not really running away, but they're kind of close, but my left leg is stronger than the right. So I know with the new people I have to have one on the left and one on the right, since I'll be losing, or that banked volume isn't going to be that important, actually be non-existent in July. Should I be putting, once I get my left and my right, do I focus on that right leg again?
I'm going to have to look. I can make recommendations better when I'm actually looking at the volume, and I encourage you to connect with me and let's do that. Just off the top of my head, Barbie, given what I recall, I would be more focused on building both sides at this point in time.
Okay.
And, where if you're finding that your left leg has consistently been outproducing your right leg, even by a small percentage, I wouldn't worry about that in the zThe game plan. That's okay, because you're pulling down the bank volume. When we switch over, I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit. I'm thinking that you probably still want to continue to build that left leg. It's your right leg where the bank volume is, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And let your left leg get double the size of the right leg.
Okay.
So you can maximize your cycle pay.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else want to talk about your goals, what have you right now? No problem. Now let me share with you a little bit about what I've been doing. Okay. I have no aspirations to be one of those top zThe distributors that in their first 30 days hit all of the crystal bonuses. Okay, because honestly I can't. All right, I just don't have the available time. However, the way it's structured, it is a reasonable expectation to achieve all the crystal bonuses within the time frame that they've allowed us. We started, you know, what was it, March 28th or something like that. And we just hit April 28th, whatever the 30-day period was. And we had 30 days to do Crystal Consultant. And was it also 30 days to do Crystal Manager, or do we have 60? Was it also 30 days?
It was also 30.
Okay, so if you hit Crystal Consultant within 30 days, you got the, what was it, $100 bonus, right? But if you double down and hit Crystal Manager within that time frame, you got the $250 bonus.
Right. And they said if you missed, like I missed getting my first 2, but by the end of the next cycle, if I have my new 2 and have my 4, you get paid that, you know, that bonus.
Manager.
Like they don't kick you out if you miss one.
Okay,
You
when
know.
you say the next cycle, are you talking 1 week later?
Oh, I'm sorry. Period. You know, the way I understood it is every 30 days, they're giving us 30 days to accomplish each step. And they said if you say you didn't get your 2, but you have your 2 and they have their 2, then you will get paid. Like at any point, they don't knock you out of the process. Anytime you accomplish that rank or that set of activities, you will get your pay.
The Crystal bonus?
Right.
Okay, I would check on that because those Crystal bonuses seem to be time dependent.
They are.
But
It's
you
instead of,
can go back. If you miss the first, you can.
You don't get paid the
can
first one, but you get paid the second one.
Right. You can, as long as you catch up with the activities and the amount of.
okay, so you
enrollments.
could miss Crystal Manager,
Right.
Or
but get paid
consultant.
Crystal Director if you did that within the time frame.
Right.
That's what you're saying. Okay, well, that makes total sense to me.
Right.
Okay, so, you know, my
So don't be
situation,
discouraged. If you didn't hit it, you always have
the next one to shoot for.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not going to get the one that you missed.
No.
Okay, so here's my mindset, okay? I thought that it was reasonable and realistic that we could achieve that Crystal bonus because we could go back to February volume, February 1, and could use all of that, and we started on March, you know, almost 60 days later. So that was my goal. I got that goal. I got 2 consultants. So that gave me the manager. So I got both the bonuses. Okay, real excited. Yay me. My next one is Crystal Director, which means I'm going to have 6 total. Well, guess what? One of the things is you got to have those first 2. At least I'm assuming this will be the case. You got to have those first 2 continuing. Okay, you just helping somebody get their first 2 customers, and then those customers never reorder, and the guy that you helped, they stop their auto ship. You have to replace them, right? And just having 2 customers for your new guy, or an old guy, right? Previous person. Need to encourage them to get 3 or 4 more customers in case 1 or 2 of them drops out. We want them to remain active. I'm assuming that that's going to be one of the expectations. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The next one is Crystal Director, 6 consultants, correct? I'm relying on Kate
Yeah.
now.
You know, actually, I don't have it. It's consultant and then manager and then. And then director.
Right. So the next, we finished up consultant and manager.
Yes. So then,
last week.
yeah.
Okay. So the next one, you're going to have 4 additional consultants to hit director. I think is it a $750 bonus?
Right.
Okay. So that's, hey, $750. That could buy, geez, 1.5 of my tires. That's a lot of money, right?
Well, and it also, if you guys can correct me, but I believe at that point, like some of those 6 people can be people that are not new enrollees, but they're your personal enrollees. They count. You have to have the first 2 new ones, but then you can be
That
developing.
is correct.
Yeah,
To the
okay.
best of my knowledge.
Okay.
Now, the deadline on that is July the 28th or something like that for us zThe people.
27th, I believe.
27th. Okay, so that's May, June, July. So here's how I'm framing up my personal goals is to get 2 additional consultants this month. 2 additional consultants on top of that next month. That'd be the month of June, which gives me the month of July to make sure everybody else is locked in. I'm setting my goal not for the deadline, but a month in advance of it. Because getting 2 consultants, that means I have to this month enroll 2 people. I may have to roll 3 or 4 to find, 3 or 4 customers, for instance, to find somebody who wants to do the deal. But once they want to do the deal, here's real easy. This is easy money. Okay, somebody wants to do the deal. Cool. Tamara, you want to do the deal? Cool. Tamara, you can make an extra $100 like that. Would you be interested in getting $100 like that? And what's Tamara going to say? Yeah, buddy. Okay,
Sure.
it's real simple. Who are the 2 people that if you ask them to try your product, that they would do it? Okay, your daughter, your very best friend. Okay. And it's not like we're asking them to do a lot. We're asking them to do something they want. Lose some weight, have the convenience of having the food delivered directly to you, and they're spending $10 a day for 2 meals. It's hard to eat for $10, to get 2 meals for $10, $300 for 30 days. And guess what? If they're just willing to help you out, they're going to save a ton of money. And if they don't like it, you'll get their money. They'll get their money back. And just about everybody is going to be able to get their first 2 people.
Another
And that's how
question.
I've set up my goals. Barbie.
Clarification, these new people that we are enrolling, they have their timeline for the crystal bonuses starts from their enrollment date. Is that correct? In
That is correct.
30-day increments? Okay, thank you.
All right, so I'm down to my last 60 seconds. Here's what I'd like each of you to do. What we were hopefully going to do, happy birthday to Tamara. Great seeing you on the call. Let's meet up in Reading if you're in town this weekend. Aw, Tamara, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, that was on the 30th.
It was on the 30th?
Yeah, so you want to know what I did for my birthday?
Sure.
I worked. Now, on Facebook, anybody who wished me a happy birthday, I shared my blog with them and asked them to check it out. I don't know if anyone, but I have a link for my zThe site on my blog.
Uh-huh.
So
good.
every single person I did. So I was working on trying to get some traffic to my blog and hopefully that they would look at the zThe products. I'll follow up on. I have a list of everyone that I did that with.
Excellent.
So I did do something.
Very good. Yeah. Hey, listen, sweetie, I mean, I know you're young. You can't even be in your mid-30s by now. But, when you're my age and 106 years old, once you've had, 70 or 80 of those birthdays, they're all about the same,
But you think I'm in my 30s? Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on.
I just turned 57.
Yay!
You're still a youngster to me.
Happy birthday.
All right, let me do this quick because I'm on Modesta's time now. Let's all try and get our story. Brian, did you get my story?
Yes, but we didn't get a chance to do
No,
anything.
that's okay.
With
I
it
just
today.
want, I didn't know if it went through via email. Email was a 90-second story, but I think it was a 150 megs or 106 meg upload. I did it via the text. The iPhone cut it down to make it more suitable for text. I've sent several minute long videos via text, but on the iPhone. Let's all try and get our story up. Brian's going to be doing extra duty to make sure that we can get it up on the team YouTube channel. That way we know. Okay. Number 2, let's all commit to doing at least one 3-way call with one of the members. Do it with me, okay, or any one of the other members. If we commit to doing the correct activities, the numbers will follow automatically. It's simply law of averages, right? Sinaloa. You guys know what Sinaloa is? Sinaloa is it's a state in central Mexico. Okay. It is also the acronym for safety in numbers and law of averages. Whatever your goals are for the next 30 days, you can achieve them so long as you understand that principle. Safety in numbers, law of averages. If you want 2 new customers, how about this one? You want 2 new distributors, which will put you, at least using my timeline, halfway's 1/3 more of the way towards the Crystal Director. Want 2 new distributors. Here's the law of averages. You might have to talk to 5 people to get 1 distributor. You might have to talk to 10 people to get 1 distributor. You might have to talk to 20 people to get 1 distributor. Whatever your law of averages is what it is. But now that you know what the average is, then you can utilize that principle. Safety in numbers, law of averages. If it takes you 10 people to talk to get 1 person to sign up who wants to do the business, and remember, here's what a distributor wants to do: get their product for free. That's not a huge goal, okay? But if it takes 10 people to get 1 and you want 2 this month, you got to do 20, invitations to look at your business. If it takes you 20 people, then you have to do 40 to get your 2. Safety in numbers, law of averages. When you're doing the correct activities, you just have to define what the goal is. Once you've established what your law of averages is, and 1 in 10, by the way, is pretty good. That's going to be pretty much an average for most new people. Commit to doing the deal. Commit to getting your 10 in. If you get, you start getting good, might get down to, 8 out of, talk to 8 people to get 1. Whatever your law of averages is, this is what I guarantee you. You do the numbers, you get the results. Period. Okay? It's a guarantee. You just got to do the numbers. Let's set our goals for the next 30 days, or in our case, we're a week into it. Let's commit to getting our stories up so we know each other's stories. Let's commit to doing at least 1 this week, 3-way call, ideally 3-way video conference. Do it with me, do it with any one of your team members. And I'm going to drop off. I'm late. So, got to run. Great to see you guys. I'll be reviewing the video for anything that follows after this, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you, Brad.
You guys.
Bye, Fred. Thank you.
You guys all good?
Wesley, before I go, I just, like I say, I'm becoming more techie.
Awesome.
But I found just using my cell phone camera and videoing myself, I was able just to directly share that right to our messenger group.
Yeah, I saw it. We were out of the house all day today, so
I just thought for somebody else, because I was trying to figure out, and then it's too big, la da 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 da, and I thought, shoot, I think I could do this on Messenger. So if somebody hadn't done it, I was just sharing that it's just a 1-step, do a selfie video, and then just when it says, the little share thing, and I just did our group, and it went. I think it looked like it did.
Yeah, it's there, but we haven't had a chance to see if we can, upload it to YouTube. But if there's a problem, we'll let you know.
Well, I accidentally did it on YouTube, and I thought I was going to share it to our group and it went to live on my Facebook page, and I didn't want it there because
Oh, wow.
so I quickly
You deleted
deleted it.
Okay.
So
That's funny.
thank you for this. I appreciate the group, and I'm excited.
I know you are, and I appreciate your energy, Barbie, and it's contagious.
We're going to do this. We will.
Yeah, and Brian just tried to get the video out of Messenger, and he can't do it. So
Not to upload it to YouTube.
So could you email it to him? That would be the easiest. And
I think it was too long, but I think I can download it.
Do you have Gmail?
Yes, I think I can
you
download
can transfer it as a Google document.
Oh.
And it's Brian Ridgely at Gmail.
So you weren't able to open it?
David Moses video?
Well, I'm able to access it through Messenger.
But it doesn't open in another program to be able to download.
The only way I could forward
it stays
is to
in
somebody
Force
else
Yeah.
in Messenger.
It stays
Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. I will try that.
All right. Well, hey, it takes depending on the size of the file, it takes you know, a little bit of time to compress it to a Google Doc, but it'll tell you when it's ready, and you just hit send.
But like,
Hey,
can't I like download it into like
click it as an
a drive
attachment,
and then forward it?
No, click it as you're gonna attach to the email. And then
okay.
it'll tell you that the doc is too big, so it's converting it to a Google Doc.
Oh, and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
All
Thanks
right.
for those questions. Those are good. Did you receive my email? Did it come through this evening?
You know, I think he's gonna check here.
I got Lori and I got Tamara.
What? Did you get mine?
No, Robin, I didn't get yours.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Yeah.
Did
Brian
you get
Ridgely
mine?
at Gmail. And who else is? Lori's I got.
Yeah, Lori
Tamara,
dropped
I
off
have.
already, and so I think
Did you get
yeah.
mine? Okay.
Tamara, yeah, we got Tamara. I think I got it, or I saw it somewhere. Yeah, okay, you got it. All right, so
I got Tamara.
I put it as private on YouTube. That way only those with the link could see it, not public. I think that works.
okay, if there's any issues, we'll let you know.
Thank you for doing this. We really
Everything
appreciate
that we're uploading to the Monday group in that whatchamacallit is all public in order for us to all see it.
But it's the group is
But you-
small, and
you
we're
would
not
put the link,
advertising
right?
it.
Pardon?
No, but I mean, you would put the link to the video, and then anyone who clicked on that link could see it.
Right.
It's just that it wouldn't be available to all my subscribers, in other words. Yeah.
Well, not unless you had it in your account.
Yeah, I think you guys are talking a different language because
Oh,
she's
Lord.
talking about what she did for her blog, and so we'll figure it out. If we have any questions, we'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying I marked my video as private, which means anyone with the link could see it.
Oh, okay.
Not everyone out there in cyberspace and YouTube world.
Okay, I
could
see what you're
it. I didn't
saying.
put it as
Oh yeah, we don't do that with anything in the group, in the YouTube thing for the group.
I thought this will look kind of funny, me talking this.
Yeah,
Like,
it's all good.
you know, if subscribers saw it, I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Uh.
Yeah, it's funny as it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I won't put your name on it. I don't have to put any identifying material in text that would identify that it's you.
Oh, I say it's me anyways when I'm doing the video. I say my name,
Okay.
but it's all right.
Just wear your mask.
I didn't have my mask on. Oh, look at
Oh,
you.
just got
One
yours.
woman.
That's a heavy duty one,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Hey, does anyone know when the David Moses call is this evening?
It was at 8.
Yeah, so we missed it. It was 5 o'clock.
Oh, so that maybe the replay.
Hopefully, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. It was
Well, I'm
8
gonna
Eastern
go.
time.
All right.
Barbara,
I just tried
I've
it.
got I got an email, but it doesn't have anything in it.
I know it said it was too big and it didn't give me the option. So I'm going to try it from my computer instead of my phone.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that would help.
I think that's what you have to
That's
do.
where you'll get the option, I think.
So I'm going to try. So I'll see y'all.
Alright.
I'll try again.
Well,
Goodbye, everyone. I gotta leave.
yeah, have a great
Have a good
night.
evening, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.